Hi guys, welcome back to LPB Racing for the Mazda MX5 Touring Trophy on GT Sport. So this is round 7, race 3 here at Sardegna. So 2 races left in the season, and this race is on championship order, obviously reverse championship order of the grid. So we're just going to take you through that now. So it's Hoytman on pole position, and then it's Callum in second, then it's Keith third, Rodders in fourth, and now the car's running the way to is seat 1 in 5th with 40 kilos on the car. Then it's Neil Farmack in 6th with 80 kilos on the car. Then Bidzster on 120 kilos in 7th, TY on 160 kilos in 8th, and Video leading the championship into this one on 200 kilos in 9th. I should point out as well that the points at the minute is literally, it's about 10 points between the top 6 in the championship. It is very close. So let's get on with this then. All 5 lights on the tree, ready to go here at Sardegna, and we're away. Good start by everyone as we head down towards the first corner. Bit of a run. Callum comes across to make an early defence. Make sure no one else gets through. Hoytman is defending the inside as well. The return of Hoytman. Let's see how he does in this. As we go down to the first corner, Callum gives him a sight and goes up the inside. Callum up the inside, passes Hoytman. Then it's got Keith and Rodders together, and everyone else further back. I think they're still in the order that they started the race in. Keith under attack from Rodders here. The Team Naughty car trying to get past the target car. In towards the left hairpin, up the hill. Callum's in the lead. Then it's Hoyt, then it's Keith, Rodders, Seek. Then we've got the car going wide there. Neil Farmack running very wide, and TY goes through. Video at the back, so the cars with weight on will struggle around here because it's a lot very up and down. Rodders trying to sneak up the inside of Keith, can't quite do it, and that gives Seek 1 a nice run down the hill. As we go down the hill, up the other side. Rodders and Seek side by side down towards this right-hander, 90-degree right-hander. Rodders just stays in front and breaking into the right-hander up the hill. TY slides out, that's going to lose him lots of momentum, and Neil and Video go through, so Neil made another mistake, and but now at least he gets 8th place back now. But TY will be kicking himself, but Keith will be as well, because Rodders has just passed him for 3rd place. The Team Naughty driver goes up to 3rd place. Now he's trying to attack Callum, who's actually lost the lead to Hoytman. Hoytman is going to lead the end of lap 1. He leads the race, and we've got a car off in the background. There's that Video. Video runs very wide out the last corner, goes onto the grass and loses time there. But Callum lost the lead, but now he's getting it back. Here we go, we're end of lap 1 already. Up the hill, Callum going for the lead, past Hoytman, and he's done it. He's passed him. Bidzster having to go at seat 1 here. Remember, the championship leaders heavy in this race to make it, try it on championship balance to make it harder for them to stay in front, to try and balance the field up, and it hasn't half worked this season. 2 races to go, and less than 10 points between the top 6 or 7 drivers in this championship. Absolutely phenomenal. Rodders then tie onto the inside, trying to get past Hoytman now, trying to get up to 2nd place. Keith and Bidzster, Seek and Bidzster battling further back as well. Bidzster on the back of Seek. Neil, TY and Video, the heavier cars in this race, still struggling at the back to try and keep up with some pace. Keep having a look at Rodders. Sneak just moves the car on the inside. Bidzster's past seat 1 though. Bidzster's into 5th place. So Bidzster, obviously the weight not phasing him in this one very much. Up the inside of Keith as well, gets a very good run and goes to the inside of Keith, who runs wide in the target car. Bidzster up to 4th, so 2 places in 2 corners for Bidzster, trying to do what he can to keep the number 1 on his car for another season. So his number 1 is at risk here as Hoytman goes wide. He's off the track, he's well off the track actually, and he's gone right back down the order. One mistake in this Mazda and you lose loads of places. Neil Farmack gets a penalty out the last corner, and he slows down just before the line, but he did acquire that penalty late, so he could have crossed the line with that. Bidzster at the inside of Keith, not messing around. Bidzster passes Keith, and seat 1 gives him a nice little tap to make good friends, and Keith gets on with it though, so Keith stays in 4th, seat 1 in 5th. TY, his teammate now, coming up to him. Remember, they might be teammates, but they're battling for the championship, so how hard will they battle each other? Because the team's championship is more or less a wrap-up for the Team Walls. They did that other time as seat 1 goes off, so I was looking away then. Seat 1 goes off, so we'll get a replay on that. Okay, here's a replay mainly for myself because I was so blind I didn't see what happened. But Seat 1 runs wide out of the left-hander, hits the wall and goes off. And Video, thank God, Seat was ghosted there because Video has a massive tank slapper but recovers from it and almost hits Seat. But they all continue. As we come back from that, sorry guys, I was looking at the old laptop trying to get the points up as Bidzster's now into third. There's Hoytman's gone wide. Hoytman goes wide there in the 66 car, goes wide and up the hill he goes, but CY's through into fifth. So let's have a quick recap because I just need to recap for myself as well because I don't know where people are. Cause I look away from the screen for about 5 seconds and everything changes. So Callum in the lead, Rodders is second, remember he's in the battle for the championship as well. We've got Bidzster in third, Keith in fourth. Keith's not in the battle for the championship unfortunately, but he wants to try and get as many points for Team Target as possible because they are battling with Team Naughty for second place in the team's championship, and he's trying to attack Bidzster here. Bidzster part of Team Naughty. Keith going for the inside, straight to the inside goes Keith, but Bidzster will try and hold on around the outside and he does so. Bidzster holds on, Keith has to settle for fourth. TY and Hoyt are close. Remember, TY's heavy, Hoyt's got no weight on. We've got Neil Farmack in 7th, Video 8th, and Seat 1 all the way back in 9th. So not good for Seat 1 here. His championship slipping from him. As we go with Callum round the hairpin. Callum missing most of this season because he's had quite bad internet, but he's got his internet fixed and he is back. He's got upgraded internet, so he should be fine for now on. And Callum doing what he does best, leading the way in GT Sport. He's not going to win this championship by any means because he's got no way the amount of the enough points because he's not been here. But Callum nevertheless in the lead of the race. Rodders in second. Bidzster still third with Keith trying to apply the pressure. Bidzster goes round and Keith just trying to pressure the back of him. Just relentless, just keeping the car where it is. Keith started the season with Team Versatile, but that team more or less folded after about half distance. And then he joined Team Target and he's got better and better ever since. He's really done well with this car and the team. And across the line they go in the draft of Bidzster. Bidzster's got the weight on Keith. He's going to go past here. See the weight difference. Bidzster just cannot compete with Keith. He's got about 120 kilos difference, and Keith goes to the inside, but breaks very early and just concedes the place to Bidzster. Come on, Keith, elbows out. It's still one of the last ones. Fight as TY still keeps ahead of Hoytman. He's slowly trying to catch Keith as well, so he's trying to catch him, but Bidzster a tiny bit lighter than him, and Keith a lot lighter than him as well. There's Neil Farmack trying to catch up to the back of Hoytman and TY and co. Best battle on track, still Bidzster, Keith, and then TY and Hoytman all running together. Well, trying to run together as Hoytman makes a mistake onto the gravel and holds onto the car. Good car control, but just running too wide, pushing too hard. And down the hill into the right-hander at the bottom. Keith's been off. Keith's been off. He's made a mistake. Keith's gone off and he's gone back down to 5th place, lost momentum, and TY goes through. So TY now free to chase Bidzster. That's going to help TY's championship cause. I can tell you the top 3 or 4 in the championship are only separated by about 3 points. So very close between the top. It's going to be more or less who finishes in front of the other in the last race, I would imagine, but we'll see. We'll calculate it and we'll see. We go across the line. Further back we've got Video and Seat 1. Seat 1 trying to catch up to Video. Video the heaviest car on track, so he's gone into this leading the championship. Into these last 2 races in the lead of the championship, but with the maximum weight on, it is hurting around this track. And Video it's showing because he's right at the back in 8th place and Seat 1 in 9th. About to make him go to the back, I think. Back to Keith. Trying to catch up to TY and everyone as Keith runs wide. He's pushing that hard. He's leaving the track. He's on a personal best though. It's a personal best first sector for Keith that time round. He's just got to watch those mistakes. He's got to try and iron them out if he can. Further back we've got Video and Seat still nose to tail. Video understeering with that weight on board. 200 kilos heavier than the rest of his compatriots. The same power, just different weight, and it's showing as you go down the hill. C1 closes right up, goes to the inside into the braking zone, and the video gives him space in case he wants to do it, but video holds on. C1 doesn't go for it just yet. While Bidzster is being caught by TY. Wow, Bidzster goes off the track there, just running a bit wide. That could be a penalty he picks up, but if he gets it, he'll have to. He can go around another lap with it because he's at the last corner, but he gets away with it. I think he just lost a bit of time there, so he must have lifted. But Bidzster losing time there with the mistakes, and not good for him. Video and Seek still close further back. Lap 6 of 7 onto lap 7 now. These two go as we go across the line. Still very close. Seek looking like he's going to have a go here. Seek goes to the outside. And Video, can he respond under brakes? Yes, he does. He responds under brakes. Not going to have that so easy sunshine as he goes out the corner side by side with Seek 1. Still side by side as they go through turn 2 and 3. Up to turn 4, the left-hander. Video giving him the squeeze, saying, I want that piece of tarmac. Into the inside. He goes, and C1 goes for the cut back in towards the left-hander and into the right-hander. Still side by side for about a quarter of a lap. But Video is still side by side. It's going to be half a lap side by side almost. Down the hill. Well, it was side by side, but Seek, as you can just see there, the weight difference, and Seek gets ahead of Video and takes 8th place. Video back down to 9th place where he started. So looking for him. Bidzster has got massive pressure now from TY. TY 2 laps in the 29.6s. Bidzster 2 laps in the 30.6 and 4s. So not good for Bidzster as he gets TY pull alongside. TY is slightly heavier than Bidzster, but it's not making much difference. It's only 40 kilos difference. Down towards the first corner. TY trying to go around the outside of him. Bidzster holding on to the inside and just holds on to his position. Just holds on by the skin of his teeth. Trying to do what he can. So 2 30.4s there for Bidzster. Good consistent lap times, and same for TY as well. Keith and Hoytman together as well, and we've got Neil Farmack trying to close on the back of him, but the main battle on track now is Bidzster versus TY, and also we've still got Seek versus Video, but I think Seek's going to win that one because of the weight difference. But these two have hardly got any weight difference between them. They're battling for the championship. Bidzster wants to keep the number 1, TY wants the number 1. So with Video all the way down, it's going to be between these two for the championship. And as well, don't forget Rodders. Rodders is up there as well, so Rodders could make an impact in this as well. So he's battling his teammate out as well. Callum in the lead, well in the lead, nicking all the big points off the top runners, meaning they've got to fight for the change that remains. As Rodders goes through there, second place. Bidzster still under attack from TY. They both run wide, pushing very hard into the last corner. Both through there very nicely out through the last corner. Keith runs very wide there. That could open the door for Hoytman, but he could get a penalty here, Keith, for that. But if he does, he'll carry it round another lap, because it was at the last corner. But no, he doesn't get one anyway. Bidzster defends from TY. TY again left with no choice but to go to the outside line. Bidzster defends the inside. TY a bit more alongside this time, but still no, can't get past him. Bidzster, the king of defence, not making life easy for TY at all. Keith still under attack from Hoytman. Hoytman looking like he's making a bit more of a charge now in these last few laps. So penultimate lap of the race here at Sardinia. Last 2 races of the Mazda MX5 Touring Trophy as Keith goes off and he's lost it. Hits Hoytman, he's lost it, spins round and Hoytman gets going, but innocent party in that. Keith makes a mistake, he's waiting to rejoin. Neil goes through and Keith, after a promising run, back down to 7th. Yeah, don't drive back into the gravel track, Keith, not recommended, but Keith drops back down to 7th. Very unlucky there for him. As Bidzster runs wide onto the gravel, loses speed up the hill. That could open the door for TY if he gets a good run through this corner. Bidzster's lost momentum, got dust on his tyres as well, and I think they're both more or less catching Rodders, even though they are battling. They're catching Rodders, so we'll see what they can do here, but I don't think they'll catch him by the end of the race. They're too busy watching each other as Bidzster goes over the curb into the last corner. That could be a penalty if he's not careful. Let's have a look. Down the straight. He's got away with it. Yes, he has. So TY again in the draft. Last lap of the race. Callum in the lead. Rodders second. Battle for third rages on between Bidzster and TY. It's going to be Rodders, Bidzster and TY for the championship, but Bidzster defends from TY. TY goes around the outside. No. Again, left with no choice but to go for the wide line and loses momentum, and Bidzster gets out that gap he needs to maintain the position. Neil and Hoytman go through. Then we've got Keith and he's got Seat 1 approaching him. Seat 1 will want all the points he can get from this. And remember guys, for the last race of the season, like all race 4s, it's based on the previous result but with the weight on, so championship ballast and the grid on the previous result. So Seat 1 trying to get up the inside of Keith, so the finishing order of this race will be the grid for the next one, but with championship weight, so that's going to make things very interesting. Keith holds on to his place. Seat 1 still trying to harass him. Keith goes wide. Seat 1 could have the run here. So Keith goes on the gravel and Seat 1's going to get alongside. He'll probably go through with the overrun. Quick look back to Bidzster and TY, and Bidzster's held on so far as we look back to Keith and Seek. As Callum crosses the line for a brilliant win. He was that far ahead I almost missed it, but Callum wins the race. Rodders is going to be second. Bidzster is hopefully going to be third from TY. Let's have a look as we go across the line. Bidzster is Rodders is second. Bidzster is third. TY is fourth. Neil Farmack is going to be fifth because Hoytman's binned it on the last lap, so Neil's going to be in fifth. Hoytman in sixth, and then Seat 1's past Keith. Seat 1 has passed Keith, but coming down the straight side by side almost. Keith trying to get a bit more of a draft to get alongside down the straight, and it's just Seat 1 from Keith, and Video's going to round off the 9. But a brilliant race that. We'll get a little replay before we go to the points on what happened between Seek and Keith. Okay, here's what happened to Seek and Keith then on the last lap. So Seek 1 makes that move into the 90-degree right-hander where we left it, where we were watching Callum cross the line. So then up the hill through the left-hander. So you can see Seek gets a good run through the corner. So does Keith. He looks to the inside, just trying to make Seek think about defending a bit sooner. That forces him a little bit further wide. So I think Seek got it done from that other corner. Keith still harassing him though. And if we go on board with Keith, you can see how close he is to the back of Seek. If we look back from Seek's car, you can see how close he was there. But there's the line, and that's how it finished. And now guys, we go on to the results. So it is Callum that takes 3 in a row. Well done to Callum. And then it's second for Rodders. Then it's third for Bidzster. Fourth for TY, which means they're going on equal points going into the last round, last race. Brilliant. Neil in fifth. Hoytman sixth. Seventh is Seek. 8th is Keith. And 9th is Video. Callum with the fastest lap, a 1:28.2. So after those results are confirmed, it is Callum who wins the race. Well done to Callum. He wins the third race at Sardinia. Well done. And we will see you guys next time for the final race of the season. So watch out for that one, guys. Take care.